Hi, I'm Kevin Drinkall.
Hi, and I'm Michel Nicolai, and we welcome you to Zyxel Networks podcast.
We've been in the network industry for over 15 years, and in these podcasts we want to try and untangle the world of networking, debunk some of those myths, explain some real-world examples along the way, to help you make better choices about selecting the right tech, product, and even help you guys build faster, more reliable, scalable networks, or just to keep your kids happy at home. Well, welcome back for our last podcast of the year. What a year it's been.
Yeah, you can say that. It's going so fast. We're already in the last month of the year. Yeah, December 2025 already. Going to the holiday season of the year, and it's really time to look back to see what we achieved in our last couple of months. Yeah, let's say the year to be exact, because we had a great year, didn't we?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think in this podcast we're going to cover, that story. I think, let's look back through the year, see the achievements of Zyxel, have a bit of reflection, look at some of those trends. Some of the things didn't fruition as we expected them, and some surprisingly.
But do you remember in end of 2024, we ended up already with a large Wi-Fi 7 portfolio,
Absolutely, yeah.
And that was the beginning of a further development. Yeah.
I mean, we ended the year with our flagship WBE 660S already, taking the limelight with its 22 gigabits per second, and actually, don't forget it was an industry first product that was available for people to purchase.
Fastest product in
on
the market.
And first Wi-Fi 7 access point available for customers to purchase in the marketplace as well. So we really pushed the boundaries in 2024. When we started 2025, we ended up with these 7 models of Wi-Fi 7 products in the portfolio, all in the top end. So they were all, that higher end product, because at the beginning, that was all the chipset that was available. And also we won a bunch of awards towards the end
press
of the year.
Noticed that, that we had such good products. We had some awards even.
Yeah, so we ended 2024 on a complete high with, Vendor of the Year, CRN Award, and a bunch of other product awards across US and EMEA territory. And that really kicked us off with quite a good 2025.
Yeah, you can say that. And it was seen by others as well, So that's good. A really good start.
Absolutely. So, of course, at the beginning of 2025, we kicked off with our partner program. And this was all about aligning with our customers' new way of working, right? I think over 2024, we saw a lot of change in the way businesses are operating and how they work. And we wanted to be more flexible and join their way of thinking so that we aligned with it. And we use Nebula as part of our alignment tool to really engage with our customers. And the feedback was phenomenal over 2025.
Yeah, it is another way of rewarding our customers, isn't it?
Absolutely. And I think it also aligns with the way that they think and how they do their business. And I think that is being really well received from our customer base. So, I mean, of course, if you're not part of the partner program, you should definitely do that. And if you want to know more about the partner program, we're not going to cover it in this podcast, but there is another one that you can refer to get all the insights. And of course, you can look about online. But this was a really good milestone for us in terms of how we changed our business to align, to work with our customers and really, align with the way that they work. And because we based it on Nebula, it meant that the cloud platform becomes, part of that ecosystem that works around our customers and works as part of their process as they use that tool to develop their business as well, right?
And I think it's also more in favor of our loyal resellers, because if they stay loyal to us and everything, then they can keep their partner level. So the achievement that have been done in the past will still be rewarded. And I think that is a big benefit of our revised partner program.
Absolutely. And because it's built around Nebula, we should talk about Nebula, because Nebula
that's the one to move forward, I think.
It had a whole bunch of updates over this year. which were really geared around not just the partner program, but also around, the way that we deliver the tools to enhance the way that people work, right?
Yeah, and even Nebula has caught the AI fever. Yeah,
yeah, the AI. Yeah, you've heard of AI every other day, I'm sure. But in the end, we built a bunch of tools that they leverage from AI in order to deliver them, to give you the tools and information you need to do your day-to-day job. So some of those features, like we introduced intent, although it's very early in its, I would say, its cycle, it is there to support and help and improve the process in Nebula, and also tools that are really useful, like enhancements into Wi-Fi health, which is, Wi-Fi is so difficult to diagnose remotely anyway. This gives you a really good insight into that, and the introduction of Wi-Fi aid.
Yeah, and all those features are to help you as a reseller to be more efficient, to install more quickly, to get to the problem that you might have with your customer much quicker than in a traditional way. So with AI, we are helping you as a reseller to work more efficient and to work on more customers.
Yeah, certainly with Wi-Fi aid, it allows you to find the device and find what is wrong with the device. Did it get DHCP? Did it get access to the internet? It's connected to Wi-Fi, but those key criteria, how can it route to the internet properly, and show you those connected devices that have that issue. And that's really a game changer for managed service providers or IT companies who are managing IT for other people, other companies, or a department, right?
Yeah. But efficiency is not the only thing that we're trying to achieve with AI, but also we're working on our security level, with Nebula. I know we have some enhancements in there. Maybe you can...
Yeah, we introduced some intra-ID and passkey login. So, integration into other third parties so that it aligns with other ecosystems as well. There's a bunch of other features, and we covered in several different webinars different elements of that journey over this year. So, feel free to look back at if you want to look in more detail of those as well. We also, not so long ago actually, introduced a bunch of new features into Circle, which helps us with that licensing. And that's all designed around our customers' needs. We understand licensing is very complicated in most vendors, and we try to simplify it. But we are working towards working with customers to improve that whole cycle, to make it much easier for licensing and simpler, right?
Yeah, but Circle is not for everyone. It's only for our registered resellers. So they can sign up for this, and we can help them with their license renewal on this part.
Yeah, so it helps you fully align licensing to like a single date. We know that people onboard devices at different times. And we also introduced a pay-as-you-go monthly payment system to align with subscription fees, basically. So if you're running a more OPEX orientated, so that's operational cost variant of business, where your customers are paying you monthly and you don't want to upfront all the cost, you can allow a line with that to make it much easier. And that it moves up and down with you. So if you have more devices, it will move up. And if you move down, or you remove devices from a customer, or you lose the customer, unfortunately, and you need to move it somewhere else, it's flexible.
And you can control it all by yourself, instantly. So, it's very, very flexible.
So other things that happened over the year is definitely we did see a trend in multi-gig. So there is definitely a move to multi-gig technology. So this is where, we have the 2.5 gig, the 5 gig and 10 gig variant over copper cabling. This is predominantly driven by the higher demand of Wi-Fi 7 and obviously the need to increase bandwidth and heavier applications that are requiring sort of higher demand capacity without the need to re-cable our infrastructure.
Yeah, it's the cheapest way to upgrade your internet, your network speed.
Yeah, so this saw us bring, not only do we already have a bunch of multi-gig products, but also new product lines like the XS1935, the XMG 2220, and of course our CX4800 56-port fiber switch, which is our first 100 gig switch that we entered into our portfolio. portfolio.
Yeah. So you see with these models that we are quite first in the business. So you see that we already renew our existing multi-gig switches, but we also again increasing the number of multi-gig switches also to a higher speed with the CX 4800, as you mentioned, because 100 gig. If you talk about it 10 years ago, we never imagined that we would talk about it now.
No, it was only real big data centers that would really talk about that, right? And now, the CX 4800, which is obviously our flagship in terms of capacity, it hosts 25 gig fiber with also could do 10 gig and then uplinks with 100 gig. So really, really high-end switch, and really, gives us that edge because we do see that there are requirements moving towards that in some larger, small to medium enterprises, right? But let's not forget the day-to-day, everyday switch that, is helping people increase capacity. That XS 1935 I mentioned a minute ago, that now goes to, 400 watts of PoE budget, and allows 90 watts per port.
90 watts, yeah. That's the first switch that we launched this year with 19 watts on the port. So that's a great achievement, and I think some people are really looking for this. But also the power budget on the switch is going up because, as you mentioned, the XMG 2230, our new series, we'd have a budget up to 960 PoE. You can, on certain devices, even upgrade or work up to 2,400 watts with additional power supplies. So, we provide you for all kinds of segments. If you need speed or power budget, Zyxel has it in its portfolio.
So, of course, not just switching, we also introduced our USG Flex H series, with PoE. With PoE. As we look towards our older generation, we phase it out. So we had the USG Flex and ATP. They phased out, and we phased in the USG H series as its replacement. And that brought us a whole new host of first of all, a new operating system on our platform, which increased the capacity, speed, throughput. So all around much faster unit. So I think 2-3 times faster in most cases versus our older generation. And also started to introduce some other features and integration into other platforms as well, right?
Yeah, that it is also our first security product that's fully hybrid. So that's also on the new product that you can choose not only if you want to use it on-premise or on cloud. Now you can do both, at the same time if you want. So, and that is what people are looking for, to have options available. And that's what we're really doing with the new H series. PoE on the ports and also multi-gig on the ports. That's really important. Even software features are being pushed on the new H series. Some VPN announcement, isn't it?
So we also did some integration with Tailscale. So if you want to take, the VPN to the next level, integrate into some kind of ecosystem, then you've got Tailscale as well, which you can integrate with to leverage from as well. So
it's a free subscription up to 3 users with a maximum of 100 nodes. So it's scalable, and it's something that gives you an extra options compared to the other VPN options that we offer in our H series. So it's a very good enhancement to the VPN solution we already provide for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, not to mention, all of the functionality and features and benefits of using it in this hybrid mode that you just touched on there as well, is that this synchronization, I don't actually know of any other brand that's actually done this approach where you can use both cloud and on-premise and not have to worry about either or, right? You don't need to sacrifice any features or functions, whether you use it on-premise or cloud. The idea is that you could use the best of both worlds. So really, really nice approach, and I think this will be a bit of a game changer for some customers who are sitting on the fence about how they do their installations. They don't have to worry now about picking or having a choice. And, the security, it won us a bunch of awards over 2025 as well, right? Including product design and other product awards in, wireless security, and obviously general design awards around the product as well. And we won sustainability awards, for us as a brand. It's part of our strategy to, we're actually considered a key leader in our industry, including the SBTI approval, which is a carbon reduction target. And also we're named in the top 5 in our industry in the world for reduction in carbon.
But I learned that it's not only sustainability, but also that
we actually, some of our products are actually made from recycled plastic. It's one of our targets that we're trying to do. For example, in 2025, we introduced the FWA 515, which is our
mobile router.
5G indoor router with multi-gig ports on it. It's made from 95% recycled plastic. And also we did a lot of reduction in waste and packaging as well, right? But also this was the first Wi-Fi 7 5G product that we brought into our portfolio.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And it was not the only product that we had with Wi-Fi 7.
So
we came up with much more Wi-Fi 7 products, especially access points.
Yeah, so of course, as we said at the beginning, we took that, we had that success with the WBE 660S, our flagship product at 22 gigabits per second. And we added a lot of higher end business access points into the portfolio, earlier in the year or even last year. And during this year, we started to look at how we were going to bring those types of products to the mass market.
So available for everyone, for every budget.
Yeah. So, the SMB and SB market, the sort of small to medium business and small business market, we started to introduce those products that could expand and allow us to also take advantage of our ecosystem, the Nebula platform, but also allow people to access that, for, you could say, prosumer or, smaller business, like I said before, right? So we introduced the NWA 50 and 90 BE. And also the pro versions of those. So
with a multi-gig connection.
With multi-gig connectivity. We also introduced the NWA 30BE. So this desktop access point that can actually extend the wireless by using
fixed antennas.
Yeah, with fixed external antennas, smart mesh, and designed to expand coverage around your working area, right? So that's a new area for us as well. And also we did a refresh on the outdoor access point, the NWA 55BE. So this is a IP55 rated access point with Wi-Fi 7. No 6 gigahertz because you can't use that outside in Europe, but still very good. It can leverage that mesh technology and also use the bands with Wi-Fi 7, right?
And we entered a new kind of AP as well, because we have now an industrial AP in our portfolio as well.
Yeah, so we also we introduced this IAP 500BE as well, which is, like you say, our first industrial AP. We covered it a bit more in one of our previous podcasts that is long.
Yeah, so if you need more details, then you can find it there. But it's a new market that we want to enter on this. So we're looking forward to see.
Be interested to see the case studies and placements that we see it. And as we described in one of our other podcasts, we went through some of the scenarios, like public transport and obviously enabling factory machinery to be Wi-Fi as well. So we'd be interested to see how that product really works in the real world. And obviously a massive portfolio of Wi-Fi 7 access points to kind of suit every scenario now. So it's fantastic. The key highlights I would say is we did a massive job on our partner program to align with our customers and really see the benefits of that Nebula platform really still, even since 2016, still growing strong and keeps growing with feature sets and functionality that are designed around it.
And technology-wise, we doubled our number of Wi-Fi 7 access points.
Absolutely, and we introduced a whole bunch of multi-gig technology because I still see that is a trend as people move in more and more, and it's now becoming a more standardized approach for installation, and that's really nice to see as well. And the security, we did loads and loads around security, about the management, about the security elements, and about implementing AI in there as well, right? So there's a lot of tools in the security element over this year that we improved massively. So security threats are not going to go away. So still prevention is the best method. And we've enhanced loads and loads of stuff around that as well as improve the performance. So a lot has happened in 2025. So, and I would like to say as well, take this opportunity to thank all of our customers, using our products.
And trust us to do business with us. And we really appreciate your business. And hopefully also we can see you back next year, because we will definitely continue with our podcast. New topics, new products.
Yeah, and now we see all you IT guys praying that IT will continue to operate over the festive season, and we hope that you can rely on Nebula to deliver those services and our products to create the reliability over the season as well. So thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you in the new year.
Yeah, happy holidays and happy new year. See you next year.